We're going to do a sort of ravishing anthology of you.
Are you?
Well, looking back
goodness
into the
me.
dim and distant past.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to talk about my book. Oh, well,
Yes.
later.
No, don't. You begin to sound like Betty Davis now if you do that.
What did she do?
Well, she, halfway through the interview, she said, okay, well, that's enough about me, dear. What about my book?
Oh, really? God forbid, I don't want to sound like Betty Davis.
You like Betty Davis, didn't you? You did The Virgin Queen with Betty Davis.
I did.
Did
the
you get
Virgin
on well
Queen with her,
together?
Not terribly well, no.
Why?
She didn't like me. I don't know why. But she was quite mean to me. I don't think she liked particularly... I was very young then, and I played her lady-in-waiting, Lady Beth Throgmorton, who was with child by Sir Walter Raleigh.
There you are, look.
Oh, my God.
There's no sign of you being with child.
Well, I had a good sort of corset on there.
I see.
Held it all in.
Yeah.
You see, you can see the way she's looking at me. You can tell she doesn't like me.
I think anybody who knows you would probably agree with you that, in fact, contrary to the kind of parts that you play and how you are pictured by the press, you're quite a soft person, really. A little bit insecure, even.
Well, I think all actors are dreadfully insecure. I mean, that's something that's the reason we're actors in the first place. We all really don't like ourselves, so we all want to get up there and be someone else, which is why it's so much fun to play Alexis, because I can play this really tough, in control, aggressive woman, which I have become more like, I must say, since I have been playing it, because I have learned a few things from her. Not enough, I must say. I mean, she's not a person I would like to be, but she has certain qualities that I appreciate and that I think are quite admirable, really. I mean, the way she looks after her finances, the way she looks after her empire, the way she is absolutely single-mindedly goes after anything that she wants and will get it. And so I have learned a bit from her, but then she's very hard, and that I don't like. You know, she's not really that vulnerable. I mean, I try to bring some vulnerability to her, but they're not. I mean, they're always wanting me to do things like put a cigarette out in an egg, in a fried egg, or kind of grind a cigarette out into my sable that's on the floor. I said, I'm not going to do this, guys. I mean, I'm not going to do it. You know, this is a 20,000-pound sable. You want me to grind this cigarette out into it? They say, oh, no, it'll be just a piece of fake when we do that, not into the 20,000-pound sable. But they do like to try and pile on the... how shall I say this? The
arrogance.
Over the top bit, yes.
The arrogance.
Yes, the arrogance.
You're not arrogant at all yourself.
Well, I'm not unarrogant, but I'm not really arrogant. I'm confident, but not arrogant, I don't
Success obviously helps to make you more confident.
Yes, but I think that it wasn't really success. I think that success comes to you because of what you have. If you have something inside that you believe in yourself, I believe very much in myself, you see. I don't believe what other people say about me. I don't take any notice of critics or people who snipe at me, because I have to know who I am myself, and I have to know my own worth and what Joan Collins feels about Joan Collins, and that's the only thing that's important. I think that's true for everybody. I try to teach my children that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Does Joan Collins like Joan Collins?
Yes, I do. No, I suppose that sounds big-headed.
And you're a lady who's kept her glamour to the envy of most ladies of your own age. When the glamour does fade, will you be able to handle it?
Yes, I think so. I've thought about that quite a lot, and I don't believe that being beautiful or glamorous is the prerogative of just being a teenager or in your 20s. There are lots of women that I know who are in their 60s and 70s and even 80s who I think are sort of beautiful and glamorous. Of course, it's not the beauty of youth. But there are other compensations. There's wisdom, there's humour, there's, you know, a certain fineness of feature. I mean, look at Lena Horne, for example. She's sort of 70. And
of course, there's a change in attitude, because you're going to, from now on, let people make what they like of you.
Well, exactly. And, of course, if you don't get older, what's the alternative? The big D. And we don't want that, not yet.
Well, no, not yet, and I'm sure not for an awful long time.
No.
It's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
Terry, it's been great.
I hope the cold gets better.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.